with us today. First of all, I would like to thank everyone who has made today possible, in particular the speakers and all the volunteers. I would also like to take the opportunity to thank all our sponsors, and especially our principal sponsor, Lambert, for all the support given to the London Encounter. I want it all and I want it now. Why did we choose this title? The famous song by Queen finishes saying, "So I'm living it all. Yes, I'm living it all. And I'm giving it all. I'm giving it all. It ain't much I'm asking. If you want the truth, here's to the future. Hear the cry of youth. I want it all. I want it all. And I want it now." But what is this all I cannot live without? As it is our common experience, it seems that this all that I want now is something that is not here with me yet. That is yet to happen. It is something always in the future. We tell ourselves, life will be different, better, and I will be more at peace when I will get that job I want, when I will have the new car I like so much. Sometimes it gets so ridiculously small that the days are determined by the desire to get that nice new suit or nice new set of golf clubs. And when the wish comes true, so what happens when this future I desire becomes a reality? What happens when I do get that thing which I strive for so much? Well, then I no longer want it. And not only because now it is here with me, but because life is not as I thought it would have been with it. There is a sort of disappointment. How is this possible? Nothing has changed. Let's then move on to something else. We tell ourselves that this time it will be the right time. And so, without even admitting it to ourselves, we now need to change the object to which our energy and imagination can cling on to. Yes, because in order to get through the day, the week, but more importantly and dramatically, the years, we need a name, a direction. To say that there is no need for a direction, we are simply not allowing ourselves to look at the nature of this inexhaustible thirst that leads us always beyond. We are restless for something that we do not possess, that is other than us. Forgive me now for using another song from Queen, but I think I find it very useful to explain what I would like to look at together today. In the last song with Freddie Mercury, "The Show Must Go On," they say, "Empty spaces, what are we living for? Does anybody know what are we living for? Inside, in the dark, I'm aching to be free." So what if getting it all is not enough? What is missing then? Something that sets me free is missing. We want to start looking at this desire to be free, at this need for meaning that we are, at the desire for something that could possibly start answering the longing for more, and always more, that man is. And the first act of a free man is to not eliminate these questions and needs. If they're there, they're there. And I cannot pretend that they're not. They do not exist. just because I cannot see any possible answer to them. This might seem strange, because the common mentality suggests not thinking about this question, existential questions. Not now. Not now that there is this deadline to respect. Not now that we have this problem to resolve. I do wonder, when then? The idea that these questions are pointless and rather a complication has become such a characteristic of the modern man that we discover days and weeks passing by without making an impression that lasts within us. Well, the idea of the London encounter of such an event springs from the desire to live differently. I was talking with a group of friends who are here today, and the crazy idea of this cultural event started a few months ago. We thought, if it is so difficult not living on a treadmill, we need to help each other. How can we do that? Not with a technique, but looking at the questions that constitute man in the challenges of life. We then tried to look at the challenges that life puts towards us, challenges like the financial crisis or the adventure of education, not just as something to resolve, but as the opportunity to understand more about the nature of the human being, our very own structure. In other words, to start looking at the question, who am I? We try to look at these questions in order to jump off the treadmill, regaining a human gaze. A gaze full of these questions, full of surprise for the fact that things are, the reality is, and that in this I am. I do not know how and why, perhaps, but I am. And I did not do anything to be here now. Sometimes these questions and the all in front of life re-emerge. And this normally coincides with moments that remain with us. What are these moments characterized by? They are moments in which something real, to say it with the blessed John Henry Newman, something real appears on the horizon and pierces the crust of that indifference, the indifference towards our intimate questions and ultimately indifference towards us. They are characterized by the impact with someone and something outside us. Something outside us that reveals to us, better than we knew before, what we have inside. This impact with the other, in the form of an encounter, perhaps unexpected, but longed for, reawakens in us the capacity to look at that desire for good, for beauty, for love, and for all of these, to last. This is how this event was born. And this is what we look for also in today's event. An encounter with people, fellow travelers in this adventure that life is, and that the discovery of who I am is. So I welcome you all here today, and this is the way in which I am looking forward to the day. In detail, we're going to start now with the meeting on financial crisis, and then we're going to have a meeting this afternoon, and this evening there will be a concert to look at the desire for the infinite, the man is, listening to Brahms and Mozart's music. There are two exhibitions which can be visited with the guides, one on the financial crisis and one on Cardinal Newman. And they will be open during the whole day, apart from when the meetings are on. So And now I invite Richard and his guests to start. Thank you.